The next facial feature we're going to be working on is the lips, and these are my favorite facial feature to sculpt. I think that they're really easy, and so here we go. So we're going to start out with the top lip, and so I just kind of think to myself like, okay, I'm just going to like say this is the middle. You don't even need to mark it out. I just kind of like to. So all you're going to do is roll a coil that is skinnier at the ends, okay? And so I just kind of taper it like that, okay? And it doesn't need to be beautiful or anything like that. It just needs to be skinnier at the ends. And I try to think about making sure it is symmetrical. And so I kind of get my shape in there, and then I'm going to pinch it off a little bit. Now, something to think about with the mouth, those are too big, is that the mouth curves this way into the cheeks underneath the muscle structure, and then each lip curves outward. Okay, so I'm gonna get my top lip shape. Now, this is gonna be not only the top lip, but also the muscle structure that goes from the top lip to the nose. Okay, and so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna just kind of push in our two thumbs to make a little bit of a lip shape. Now from here, I'm just gonna take my thumb and drag that way, drag it up towards where the nose would be, and we can already kind of get a feel for like how that would connect, right? Here, let's get these out of the way. Okay, now all I do is I take my thumbs and I just rub down to make a ramp, okay? Okay, so I already have a top lip with the muscle structure. So my nose would start right here, right? So I'm just gonna blend these in now. And because our clay is equally wet, the clay we're using and the clay that we're attaching this to, the slab that it's on, because they're all evenly wet, we don't have to slip and score. Okay, and normally this indent that goes from the upper lip to the nose tends to narrow a teeny bit. Okay, now if your hands get little bits on them, clean them off. Okay, now I'm gonna just slightly round this upper lip and smooth it down, and the muscles dive underneath the cheeks. And so you always wanna kind of get your thumbs right here and think about pushing it into the cheek structure, okay? And then we can kind of round the top lip just a little and blend those in. But see how we made that dip? How it dips into the cheek muscles and goes underneath. Okay, so we're gonna blend out all of our connections. Blend, blend, blend. Now we're ready to make the bottom lip. The mouth is so fast and just such an expressive part of the face. Okay, now we're gonna get some more clay and we're gonna roll a bottom lip. Now we wanna keep more of a curved plane on the bottom lip than we did on the top lip. And so I can take my thumbs and just kind of round this up a little bit more if I want to. Make it a little bit more, I don't know, voluptuous. So we're gonna blend those. Okay. And you wanna think about how much of a lip indentation you want. I'm not wiping my hands off frequently enough. Okay. Okay, so back to making our bottom lip. Now, a lot of people get confused about the bottom lip. They're making it just a little more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, so we put the bottom lip on as a frowny lip. Okay, now here's how we attach it. Okay, we stand up and I put my thumbs in a V shape, and then I just push down and swipe it down that way. It already looks like a mouth. Okay, and depending on where you put the lip is how close it is, how close it ends up being to the top lip. Okay, but now everything else from here is just smoothing. Smooth, smooth, smooth. I can take my finger right here, roll it down, and if I feel like it's too close to the upper lip, I can just roll it down towards me a little bit and do the same little swoop again. Diagonal push down and pushing down the corners to make sure it has enough depth. Okay, and then from here, put my finger on there and I roll, roll, roll. And then from here, we start shaping the bottom lip. So fast. Okay, so then we start thinking about, does the mouth curve enough this direction? Okay, and so this is where I normally get in here and do a bunch of fussing to get everything nice and smooth and make sure that I have enough dip happening there and enough curve happening this way. Okay, but there's lips. Lips are fast. I usually will take my clay this way and bend it a little bit more too to make sure that my lips have enough three-dimensional quality to them. And so I always want to get a good roll right here. But that's it. Lips are fast. Oh, look at that. Got a random little piece of clay there. Okay. So that's it. Lips are fast and easy. And there's our mouth.